Okay, class. Let's do chapter 15. In the chapter problem 1510. Boonatera Corporation is reviewing its capital budget for the coming year. Paid $3 dividend for the past several years, and its shareholders expect the dividend to remain constant for the next several years. Company's target capital structure is 60% equity, 40% debt, and has 1 million shares common equity. Its net income is $8 million. Company forecasts it require $10 million to fund all the projects that it needs, those that have positive NPV. Okay, part A. If Boonatera follows the residual dividend model, how much retained earnings will it need to fund its capital budget? All right, let's put our input data in. This is what the problem gives us. Dividends per share is $3. Target equity 60%. Target debt is 40. We have 1 million shares outstanding. Our net income is $8 million. Our total capital budget is $10 million. Our retained earnings equals that we need to keep back will be our total capital budget, 10 million, times our target equity ratio. So we need to keep 6 million back in retained earnings. If Boonatera follows the residual dividend model, what will the company's dividend per share payout ratio be for the upcoming year? So if we have a net income of 8 million, subtract our retained earnings of 6 million, divided by our shares outstanding, that gives us $2 of dividends per share. So we would have to cut our dividends in this case. To find the dividend payout ratio, take our dividends what we pay divided by net income. So our dividend payout ratio is 25%. Part C, if Boonatera maintains its current $3 dividend per share for the next year, how much retained earnings will be available for the firm's capital budget? So if we take our dividends per share, which is $3 times our 1 million share, and we just subtract from our net incomes, that means we're really just going to have $5 million for retained earnings. Can the company maintain its current capital structure? Of course not. It can't get a $3 dividend per share. Okay, part E. Suppose Boonatera management is firmly opposed to cutting the dividend. That is, it wants to maintain a $3 dividend for the next year. Also assume that the company was committed to funding all projects and was willing to issue more debt along with available retained earnings to help finance the company's capital project. Assume that the resulting change in capital structure has a minimal effect on the company's composite cost of capital, and the capital budget will remain at $10 million. What portion of this year's capital budget would have to be financed with debt? So we find that we're going to have to pay, here's our dividends per share and our total capital budget. So we have to pay $3 million total in dividends by saying $3 dividend per share times 1 million shares. Have our net income of $8 million, subtract our dividends paid, so we're going to have $5 million for retained earnings. So $5 million divided by our $10 million capital budget means that we can have 50% equity, and therefore we'd have to have 50% debt. 100% minus our portion of equity. So we have 50% equity, 50% debt. That would be our capital structure in that case. All right, I'm going to let you work F, G, and H on your own. Good luck. Have fun. Hasta la